everybody and welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday! It is the weekend. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't know what this was. How are you doing, my lovelies? What's everyone been up to? Tell me how your week's been. I have had a banging start to the year, so I was absolutely terrified that I was never going to work again in January, because that's always how it goes. And I know this, having done it for like 12 years now. I am aware that it's dead and no one wants to hire anyone, and that's just kind of how it is. But being self-employed, like, you do go, oh my god, I have no money, like what am I going to do? Like that kind of a like shit. And then February has been great. So I've been to Paris, I'm off to Greece next week. I'm really excited, working for a company called PIgments. So excited. I was, yeah, in Paris. I've done Little Mistress, so I'm really pleased. Like, and these guys are all new clients as well, which makes me so happy. So this year we said we're going to focus on YouTube and we're going to focus on work, and so far we're killing it. I have stuck to my schedule. It is Friday, this video is up, I am done. So I'm very happy with myself, as you can see. I'm also feeling very bouncy. I've had quite a lot of coffee. This is my third cup. Also ruined this cup, not dishwasher. It used to say Mother of Dragons and now it says Other of Dragons. So very sad. I've had quite a lot of coffee. Today we've got a Valentine's Day look for you. It's much more glam than I would normally do, but I have a lot of makeup. I can do the glam stuff if I have like clients and things. Like, often I get asked to do more glam things. And I'm finding that I have a lot of makeup that I'm just not using. So although this is heavier than I would normally wear, unless I was going on a night out or something, if you're going for dinner or you want to feel super pretty and you like lashes and a little bit more of a kind of Instagram style makeup, then this tutorial is for you. I already started with my base on. I'm trying a new foundation, so it really wasn't worth me kind of talking you through that. If you don't have the palettes, you can use similar colours, or you can swap out the colours for other ones. Kind of, we've got a little bit of a kind of half cut crease, just showing you how you can do this, a bit of a winged liner. And I've got the Ardell Wispies on. They are on their last legs. They're looking a bit scraggy, so I think I really pushed it. But as I'm not leaving the house and I did a full face, I was like, I don't really want to open a new pair of lashes just to take them off. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're looking forward to this tutorial, then please do give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Also want to let you know that I'm aware that I've had a few different pieces of fan art and stuff sent to me lately, which is incredible and also really weird, because it's just like, it blows my mind that someone likes me so much that they would spend like that amount of time to create a piece of artwork of my face. I'm just like, that fucking blows my mind. But if you have done some and I haven't seen it, I would love for you to DM me. I do read my DMs. I have a lot of you asking stuff about fitness things, or you know, my gym clothes and things, or what products I recommend. I absolutely do try and go through my DMs and answer you all. So if you can't get a hold of me on here, then please do definitely hit me up in the DMs on my Instagram. Anyway, on to the tutorial. So I have already primed this eye with a MAC paint pot, and I use the colour Perky, and it is just more of a like slightly pink toned paint pot. So I've put that both all over the lid, kind of right up to the brow really, and then underneath the eye as well. We're actually going to take the Naked 3 palette by Urban Decay, and I'm going to go in with the colour Limit first. This is a kind of like light medium purpley tone, and we're going to put that all through the crease with a big fluffy brush. I cannot remember the last time I actually used this palette, guys, but I thought as it was kind of Valentine's Day coming up that we should do something a little bit more like pinky toned maybe. So I'm just gonna kind of put that quite high into the crease, and when I get to the edge I'm just gonna when we get to the edge, I'm just kind of gonna like blow it out a little bit. Once you have that kind of base colour down, we're then going to go in with the colour Nuna, which is, again, it's a matte kind of purpley toned. It's just a little bit darker on a slightly smaller fluffy brush, and we're going to put that just below where we put that initial colour. Blend it really nicely, seamlessly, using my new Jeffree Star mirror, which I'm obsessed with. I'm going to plonk that in the crease. As you can see, I have done the other eye. The only thing I'm not happy about are these lashes. I think I've kind of plonked them on because I didn't want to open a new packet because I'm literally not going anywhere. But I've used them too many times, so if you think they look a little bit funky, like this kind of stops quite suddenly on the inner corner, that's not me being really shit at it. That's I've worn these a bunch of times now and they're just starting to get a bit worn and I kind of needed to chuck them, but I thought, because I'm cheap, I'd try and get one more wear out of them. So I'm just going back in with that first brush that we used, the slightly bigger fluffy one, just to kind of blend these together more seamlessly. Once you're happy with that, I'm actually going to go in with a slightly shimmery colour. This is Star Violet from MAC. It's kind of a purpley toned, slightly shimmery colour, and we're going to put that like right in the outer V, and we're going to use a much smaller brush. You will get a little bit of fallout if you've got shadow shields, then feel free to use those. I find that if I kind of press it into the area that I want it first, it doesn't tend to fall out as badly. I'm also going to pat a little bit of this. You could use a flat brush for this, you might find that easier, but I don't mind making a little bit of a mess. I'm just going to push that onto the outer corner of the eye as well. You can see we are getting a little bit of fallout here, so maybe do your eyes first. I know that I've probably said this in most of my tutorials. I can't. It is probably a cleverer idea if you're going to be using lots of things that have fallout and generally making a bit of a mess, but I actually can't bear to do that on myself. I find it really kind of jarring and it just makes me... I can't do my makeup that way. I just can't do it. I'm going to flick this away quick. On a slightly stiffer brush, I'm going to go in with that colour Limit that we first used, the kind of lighter purpley matte shade, and take that under the eye. And then I'm going to concentrate the second colour that we used and pop that kind of halfway. So going in with the first colour, don't be afraid to bring it down like a little bit further than you think is okay. And then I'm going to go in with the second colour. Then what I'm going to do is take this big fluffy brush, I'm just wiping it off on a towel, and then I'm going to blend this all together as well. I'm then going to go in with the colour Strange, which is the lightest matte colour, and I'm just going to pop that underneath the eyebrow. If you prefer a shimmery eyebrow highlight, then feel free, but I think that's quite dated, and I don't know, I just think a matte one kind of looks nicer with this look, especially because we're going to go shimmery on the eyes. Right, here's where the skills come in. I'm going to do a half cut crease so that we have this really nice kind of eye look going on. I'm using my Jouer Cosmetics Creme Cafe and a Vila U kind of stiff, I hope you can see the shape of this, the kind of stiff, fairly slim brush. And I'm going to pop this onto the inner corner. As you just saw me do there, once I have kind of done like my cut crease, I mean it's not going to be like super sharp, we're going to cover it anyway, so don't worry about that. I like to kind of just pat out the edges, especially because we are going to put shadow back in here, and it just means it kind of takes off the excess because we are going to cover this with shadow anyway. I'm just going to take a clean brush and just pat some kind of translucent powder. That's just going to help this set. Now comes the fun part. I am going to, on a much smaller, stiffer brush, I believe this is actually kind of more of a lip brush shape. This is a Lamora one, precise shader brush. I'm going to take some, you can use Fix Plus or a little bit of water, mixing medium, anything like that. I'm going to use the Revolution Pro Fix and spray my brush, and I'm then going to take on the kind of inner part of the eye, this is a MAC sample that I've got, it's Kitchmas, which is a really beautiful kind of pinky purpley light shimmer colour. If you can hear banging, crashing, weird noises, I'm home alone and it's like freaking me out, but it is absolutely pissing it down with rain outside, and it is just like super stormy and horrible. Don't worry about this edge so much. We're going to go in with a slightly darker colour, but concentrate the pigment on the inner corner. I'm going to take a little bit into that inner corner as well, and a teeny weeny bit just on the inner lash line. Then we're going to take another MAC pigment. This is Rose, and we're going to place that kind of in this section here. So again, I'm taking a small brush. I've just mixed that on the back of my hand with a little bit of the Pro Fix from Revolution. So we're going to take a little bit of that underneath the eye. I'm going to go back in with a little bit of that Star Violet. I'm going to go back in on a small brush with a little bit of that Star Violet. I'm going to blend this out a little bit. Now I'm going to do a winged liner. I'm going to use the Supercat Skinny. You don't need to see this. I'm going to do this off camera, stick on my lashes, and then we'll be back. Now we have our eyes all done. Just in case you were wondering, the mascara that I used was the Volume Vixen by Pure Cosmetics. This is my absolute favourite right now. I don't know what to do on my lips. I feel like the eyes are quite heavy, so maybe something like a nude, but more of like a mauvey nude. So I think I'm going to line with a little bit of the MAC in the colour Soar. Like to fill it in a little bit, and then I think I'm going to use the Tanya Burr by Eye Candy, and this is in the colour Smile Dream Sparkle. It's mostly clear with a little bit of pigment, and it's got some shimmer in it. The next thing that I'm going to do is take my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Palette. This is I think this one is called Mood Exposure, and it's a little bit more of a kind of mauvey colour. I'm taking that on an angled brush. I feel like you need something with a little bit of shimmer in it. My skin is quite matte. I'm actually trying out a new foundation. Whoa, that's quite pigmented. And I don't really know how I feel about it right now. It's quite matte, which I don't mind, but I feel like when you're going like full glam like this, although my skin's looking like really kind of flawless, I'm a bit funny about things being super matte and flawless and high coverage, because I just feel like it looks quite heavy, especially because I've got brows, I've got lashes on. Do you know what I mean? I'm not really one of those kind of girls. I love it on everyone else, but I just feel like it's a bit much if you're me. As we're going full glam today, I thought I would use the OFRA mini highlighter in Rodeo Drive. I am not normally one for highlighter. I don't normally wear it. I really don't bother. It's not something that not something that I reach for. It's not something that I put on every day. And it's not something that I particularly understand the trend for, if I'm being totally honest. But as a lot of people seem to love it, I'll chuck a load on. Ooh. What is the nose thing about as well? Can someone tell me why this is a thing? And this, my friends, is the finished Valentine's Day look. This is kind of a bit more of a full-on glam for me. I don't generally do a lot of tutorials where I have this much makeup on, but I'm trying to do a little bit more of a kind of glam and then mix in some of my more natural kind of daytime tutorials as well, for those of you that really enjoy those, because I have a lot of makeup that I just seem to not be using because I don't put on a lot of makeup. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and it's been something a little bit more glamorous and a little bit kind of different for you, showing you maybe like if you're all into the cut crease and stuff but you really struggle, you can do a half one quite easily. I think it's really pretty. You could of course just like do this with your normal lashes or do like little half ones. I really recommend the Fleur ones. She brought out a collection with Eyeshadow and they have like the little half ones that slightly kind of feather out longer at the ends. Those are really, really subtle. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please do give it a thumbs up if you have and you are enjoying more videos from me. I'm so happy so far I have stuck to my every Friday schedule. I really hope you're enjoying it. If you have any suggestions then please do leave them down below. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Again, please do hit that subscribe button if you're not part of the James family yet. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's Hannah Jo Janes, all lowercase. I do a lot of kind of day in the life, follow me at work, all that kind of stuff, recipes, all that good shit. Anyway, have a lovely day wherever you are and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye. Coffee's gonna hit me in about 10 minutes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my god. Why didn't I use this? Fuck me sideways.